was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning Podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
We're recording this on Monday, so if something awesome happens in between now and Friday, don't add us.
Yeah.
Chris, how are you doing? Like I always ask.
I'm doing all right. I think I might have mentioned it on the last one. Maybe I didn't. But Monsoon and I just came back from our trip from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And I think hopefully if all things go well, there should be a video about that. That's already up.
Oh, yeah,
While you're listening to this.
yeah.
Besides that, nothing much to report on yet.
All right.
There's stuff
all right.
happening.
I did laundry last night, and I took the clothes out of the dryer this morning, and my pants were still wet, but I had to wear them because my friend Chris was coming over. That's how
Yeah.
my day's going.
And you know I'll hit you if you don't wear pants. I know
Right.
you love to wear shorts, but
Yeah.
you have to wear pants.
No, I've got to be professional when we're doing stuff for the channel.
Right. I notice you also have your shoes on, even though you like flip-flops. I
Yeah.
know. You're trying to make it
Yeah,
more
I'm trying to-
professional around
I'm trying
here. I
to kill
appreciate it.
myself with how hot it is.
Yeah.
It's not that hot. I'm just so used to shorts and flip-flops that anytime I'm wearing anything else, I'm like, oh, my God. How could you? Oh, it's a big old yawn. Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome back from your yawn.
Yeah. Thanks.
Chris, what have you been playing?
Still
Well,
playing.
actually, hang on. Let me rephrase the question. How's Jedi Fallen Order?
Well, now I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, please do, though.
It's going well. Like I said to you earlier, I'm at the final boss, but it's definitely midway through the game. He just feels like the final boss. Definitely not actually there yet.
Feel that.
But it's
feel
going
that.
well. The more I play it, the more I'm like, I really think this might be one of my favorite games.
Interesting.
I really want to play it with you. I really want to play it on the channel. One issue,
Mm-hmm.
and it might just be my copy. It might just be my PS4, because it feels like every new game I play on there, there's an issue. But I keep getting error messages, like if I play for too long.
Error messages?
Yeah, like the game crashes.
Oh,
And
just like a blue screen, like.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
and like I'm going to be really upset if I find out it's because of that thing you were telling me about where they made a game that's supposed to run on
No,
the
it's
PS5.
100% the fact that AAA games are made for the PS4 Pro, but they
Yeah,
can
the
be
PS4
played
Pro, right.
on the PS4. So, literally every cutscene in Devil May Cry 5, it lags, and the voices don't sync up with the. And I looked it up, and people were like, "That doesn't happen on PC. Get a PS4 Pro." And I was like, "Yeah, that'll fix it."
Well, here's the thing. Making a game that runs better on your latest model, I get that. Making a game that'll have an error on your later model, even though you sell a game for it, isn't acceptable to me. Like, I have to stop playing. God
Right,
forbid I
that's-
didn't save.
That's the thing. Like the PS4 Pro, like Bloodborne, perfect example. You play Bloodborne on a PS4 Pro, it's gonna look and play way better, but it looks and plays fine on a PS4. But when you do the opposite of that, when you're like, all right, well, I'll push the PS4 Pro to its limits, but it can still technically be played on the shittier PS4. That's just not cool, and I feel like everyone's doing it now.
Right.
Not with Spider-Man was a different issue. That game
Yeah.
was rather buggy, and you got a cool one. He was like, wasn't he like giant?
Yeah.
Wasn't he
and like misshapen. He looked horrifying.
Mm.
He looked like Slender Man if Slender Man dressed as Spider-Man.
No. Now I'm thinking about it. And then he lures kids. No.
But anyways, I like the game. I wish it worked on the system I bought it for.
Right. Is it a PS4 exclusive? Probably not. I think you can get it on PC or Xbox One.
Oh, probably. I just meant the fact that I have it on a PS4, but it would run better on a different PS4.
Right. I've been playing Stranger Things. I guess it's called Stranger Things Season 3 the game, or maybe just Stranger Things 3 the game. It's a 16-bit top-down beat 'em up, and the plot is the plot of Stranger Things Season 3. And there's 12 playable characters, and one of them isn't Robin.
Oh.
And I'm kind of upset about it because you know who got the 12th slot? Erica. Do you even know who Erica fucking is?
Yeah, it's the sister.
Yeah, it's the little sister. I had to look it up because I wasn't sure. That sucks. I don't care for her.
Yeah.
It's the 4 kids, or the 6 kids, right? Steve, Hopper, Joyce, and Nancy and Jonathan, and Erica.
Wow.
And there they are. There's the 12 playable characters. But
they could have made 13. They're literally missing one person from the crew.
And here's the thing. It's not like every single character, like, they all got a different special move, but it's not combo-based. So it's literally just like this one punches and this one kicks, but they do the same amount of damage. It's just basically a skin at this point. There was really no limit.
Yeah. Well, and I'm thinking about it. There's, like, arguably 14 main characters in that season.
Right.
They're just missing 2.
You talking about Billy? Robin and Billy?
I wasn't going to even use Robin because he's kind of an antagonist through
Robin
and through.
is the woman. Robin is the girl from
I meant
Scoops Ahoy.
Billy.
Billy is the
Did
brother.
I say Robin?
You did.
I meant Billy. I was thinking... No, what I was saying was Billy is an antagonist through and through. There's Robin, and then there's Hopper's buddy who can speak Russian.
Oh, the weird, like, I'm going to stay in my house, don't give away my phone number guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's everybody. That's everybody. That's every pro tag who does something meaningful in this season.
If you're going to follow the plot
Yeah.
of Season 3, which it totally is. But other than that, I'm liking it. I wouldn't be opposed to playing it on the channel. I'm pretty sure it's 2-player. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
We can test that.
So that would be cool. It is on Switch, though, so you might need to bring over your Joy-Cons if we do that. But
couldn't use a GameCube controller?
no, you need all the
okay.
the trigger buttons. No, trust me, I'm on top of that. Not because I'm like fucking die for a GameCube controller. My Joy-Cons are broken, and I'd rather use a controller that's not broken.
Yeah.
And I have my PlayStation 4 controller hooked up somewhere else right now with that little thing I got.
Oh,
anyways,
right.
Yeah, no, it's really fun though. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm halfway through.
Cool.
Yeah. Spoilers for Stranger Things Season 3. I'm at the part where Joyce and Hopper just like went back to the lab, and now they're like on their way back to see what they're gonna do next.
Oh, okay.
Basically, Steve and Robin and them haven't started their thing yet. But no, it's fun. It's just your basic beat 'em up. Like I said, there's not real combos at all. Each character has like the move they do, and usually it's like each move does like a thing in the environment. Like Lucas has bombs and he can like explode rocks, and Joyce has bolt cutters and she can cut locks and stuff like that.
Cool.
But no, it's fun. I'm really liking it.
Sounds like a game I would like.
Yeah, I mean it's also really simple. It's literally just like mash A to attack. But yeah, no, I'm liking it. The end.
Cool.
I wanted to talk about The Circle because I've been watching The Circle, not the movie with Emma Watson from 2016, the new Netflix reality show. And I think I'm just getting old because I'm becoming more and more susceptible to like, oh, I'd fuck around with that reality show.
Well, it's funny because I saw a commercial for this reality show.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I didn't realize till right this minute because you had talked about this earlier what that was, and I just realized I saw an advertisement for it. And I watched it, and I was like,
wait, you watched the show or
I watched a ad for it.
Oh, the ad, yeah.
And I was like, this seems like some new age bullshit.
No, see, okay. So, yes, it does. But then you start watching it. You know how have you ever watched like a whole season of a reality television show, like Survivor or Amazing Race or anything like that?
Have I watched a whole season?
Yeah, of a
Yeah.
reality show. You know how most contestants on reality shows suck, and there's like the one main character where you're like, well, they're gonna win, and then they do.
Yeah.
That's not like all the characters on the circle, not characters, all the people, all the contestants on the circle are great and awesome. And like, okay, so basically what the circle is a bunch of people, like 8 people, but more come in and some leave and stuff. They live in an apartment complex, and you're not allowed to leave the room you're in. And you have a social media page called The Circle that you interact with by talking to it. Everything's voice activated. And basically from there, it's your normal everyday reality show. People get voted off. There's, games and stuff like that, but they never meet each other. So there's this whole thing on the show where you're allowed to catfish.
Right.
One of the girls was a fat girl, and she catfished as a skinny girl because she was like, I'll be more likable. And then this other dude,
He used his girlfriend's picture.
yes,
Right?
yeah. His name's Seaburn, but he was catfishing as Rebecca, which is actually not his girlfriend's name. His girlfriend's name is Sammy, which is hilarious because one of the other contestants' name is Sammy.
Oh.
But yeah, he was catfishing as a woman the whole time. So there was a couple of those, and it was really it was just really fascinating to see all these people be so genuine in this reality show, because there was really no host that they could like interact with, and they really could only interact with people through group chats and stuff like that. So there was no like there was alliances that were formed, but there was no real room for like, I don't know. It was just nice to see a group of people come together and be like all genuine with each other and be like, hey, this was awesome. We're probably all going to be friends for a while. This is really cool. And we're all like, reality show style, a bunch of different people. There was a gay dude. There was a bisexual woman. There was a man's man. There was a kid, like a 20-something-year-old kid who hated social media and thought it was like a plague or whatever. It was and they all like came together in a way that not usually happens on reality shows.
Okay.
It was really cool. This is the first reality show that I've ever watched that I'm like, I would do this. This seems genuinely fun. And like, if I won it, I would feel good.
Based off of what I saw from the ad, that was very much not what I expected to hear about it.
Interesting. What were your first impressions based off the advertisement?
Maybe I didn't pay attention well enough, but they all seemed kind of egotistical. It just seemed like, people who are just looking to get famous, and so this was the perfect reality show for them. Maybe I read into it wrong though.
Yeah, no, it was really my favorite character, Sammy, she was very like just like saying it how it is, and then there was another character, Joey, who was like typical like Italian bro.
Yeah.
And he got a little, flirty, right? But he was just himself the whole time, And it was interesting to see, like, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm trying to use my words carefully. But it was just interesting to see who got away with catfishing, who some people were so, like, Chris, the gay guy, he was literally, like, just himself the whole time, like, wearing his heart on his sleeve and, like, not bullshitting anybody. And, like, there was some people who thought he was a catfish because they were like, this guy's great. He's too good to be true. But he was literally just being him.
That's cool.
No, it was really and because it's a Netflix show, there was not really an episode format. Like, I've seen Survivor before. I used to watch it with my parents, and there's like literally every episode it's going to go like time at the camp, game, more time at the camp, someone goes to whatever, another game, they lose, losers go to the thing where you get voted off. They get voted off credits.
Yeah.
This one didn't really have an episode format because they know you're binging it. So it would end at different parts of the like day. They were there for like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
And it was a smart move, I guess is what I'm saying, to like episode 1 ended and I was like, "Oh, each episode's going to end with a cliffhanger like that." And it was like, "No, each episode's going to end wherever the fuck we want it to end cuz we took all the footage we have and we compiled it and we got 12 episodes out of it."
Cool.
No, I was really surprised.
Yeah, that's kind
on
of
how
the
much
first.
I liked it.
It's kind of the first Netflix reality show.
Also that, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the first Netflix reality show. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like there's been documentaries obviously, but like as far as a like true-blooded reality show, I think that might be the first one ever.
Or the True Blood show.
Or the True Blood show, the one about vampires.
Yeah.
With Anna Paquin and whatever her name is from Daredevil. I didn't watch that. Did you watch that?
No.
I have no interest. I have no interest in watching that.
It just felt like something that got made because Twilight came out around the same time.
It really felt like they were like, we want to make a vampire show. And then someone else on the creative team was like, what if they all fucked all the time and it was super sexy and you definitely were like a little aroused the whole time you were watching this, no matter what they were doing. And then the other person was like, that sounds great. Let's make it. Let's cast the woman who ruined Rogue from the X-Men. Whoops, did I say that? Anyways, let's talk about the news. Did you hear that there's a rumor that the Obi-Wan show has been scrapped?
Yeah, I've also heard it's not true, and it sounds like Ewan McGregor said that himself.
Oh, really? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
hoping you would have more insight because literally all the info I have on it was what I just said.
Yeah, I saw that once, and then I saw 30 other posts that were like, that's not true. I don't know who's saying that. It's like the
That-
5th time people have said that it's not true.
Yeah, that literally just happened again with Supergirl. Supergirl, like every season, there was a news that was like, it might get canceled, and then a week later it was like, nah, in fact, we renewed it so early that people are shocked how early we renewed it.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Black Widow pop figure leak type thing?
I didn't look into it, but I did hear that things were spoiled.
Not
Yes.
even spoiled. There's just a weird one of the pop figures. Black Widow is holding Pym particles,
Oh.
the thing that makes you small.
Yeah.
And people are just like, interesting. Is that a mistake? Is that like, did she have an off-screen talk with Ant-Man before she
Yeah,
went
right.
rogue? Because probably not. Probably didn't have time to do that.
Also, is that their way of saying she's making a comeback? Because she can somehow go time traveling with that.
Oh, but the Black Widow movie.
No, it takes place way beforehand, but I don't see the significance in her having that
Right.
without that being a part of it.
No, I mean, I think it's gonna be. I think she's just gonna. It's either nothing and pop figure's totally messed up, or she uses it in a stunt once, and you're like, what?
Yeah. Okay.
Because I doubt that anyone from the Ant-Man movies are gonna be in this movie.
There's no reason for them to be.
No, especially because this movie, she's literally like, I gotta go on the run. Where will I go? Oh, I know, a different country. That's not.
Right.
That's not where everything else takes place. I think the Avengers base is in America, right?
Yeah.
I know that every
It's
movie...
in New York.
No.
Upstate New York is
Oh,
the new
yes,
one.
yes, you're right. He moves it from his house to the bunker, but that's still in
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. Did you know that did I already talk about the bridge from South Korea?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Then never mind. I want to talk about
Wait, we've talked about Ewan McGregor
yes.
and Avengers.
Yes.
Can I mention what I found out this week?
Oh, sure, yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, if I'm on a tear of random ass news, just butt in and take it away.
it's just too coincidental, and I want to bring it up. So,
Okay.
if all of you whoever's been watching these podcasts long enough to know that Anthony and I love to frequent Comic-Con every year, you'd know that we like to frequent Comic-Con every year. But this year, there's Fan Expo Boston, which is the Comic-Con we go to, and this year there are
colloquially known as Boston Comic Con.
Yeah.
But it has like 8 different names.
And I think part of the reason for that is every time it comes around, there's always these little Comic-Cons that follow it. You know, if you can't quite make it into Boston, there's one here, there's one here. I found one, and it's called the ACE Comic-Con. I guess it takes place in Chicago usually, but this year it's in Boston. It's in the same place we see Fan Expo or Boston Comic-Con.
Yes. Right. I always get confused because it used to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
But now it's where PAX is.
And it just caught my eye because I noticed Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen on the cover, and I didn't even realize it said Boston. Then I looked, and I was like, are you kidding me? They're going to be here? I was like, this can't be real. This is a joke. And I looked into it a little bit, and yeah, they're going to be at Comic-Con. Then I was with Pauline, and she did even further research. By further research, I mean she opened the website.
She Googled
and went
the thing.
to
And
she Googled it and clicked on who's going to be there. There's 4 guests. And
Which, by the way, before you get into who they are, I think this is better than what
Oh,
Boston
yeah.
Comic Con does, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
like, we have 30, but like 9 of them suck and
you're right.
10 of them
Canceled.
I feel like 4 really big ones is like better.
Well, they're still announcing apparently.
Oh, even though it's like a week from now?
It's in March.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's cool though. But
Oh,
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
I don't know who else you're gonna get. Who else can you get?
Right.
There's no reason to get anybody else. You sold me.
Yeah.
So it's Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, Chris Evans, and Tom Hiddleston, a.k.a. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Captain America, and Loki.
Yeah.
Who else do you need?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely getting a ticket. My mom definitely wants to meet Captain America and Loki, and I want to meet all 4 of them.
Yeah.
I don't think I can afford to meet all 4 of them.
Or
Or they all canceled the week before.
Christian from Moulin Rouge, the main character from Jumper, the Human
Ooh.
Torch, and Tom Hiddleston's never done anything other than Loki, I don't think.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston,
I think Tom Hiddleston does like artsy-fartsy British stuff.
right, which none of that exists over here.
No. It's America. What are you talking about?
But that's exciting. And real Comic-Cons definitely. Here's the thing: if this was the guest list for this year's Fan Expo, Real Comic-Con, I'd be like, okay, they realized they screwed up last year. I still feel that way because they have all 4 of the Hobbits coming from Lord of the Rings.
Right.
But I feel like this smaller end Comic-Con got 4 headliners. Like, one of these guys would be the headliner of Real Comic-Con.
Right. Boston Comic Con does this thing where they're like, there's one celebrity here that it costs $300 to meet
Right.
him, but you get like to have lunch with them or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. They would definitely give that to any one of these.
Oh, one of them.
fools.
And that'd be it. One.
Right.
You get one
Yeah.
of these guys.
No.
And you're lucky.
No, I think this Comic Con, this whatever it's called, what's it called? The new one,
ACE Comic-Con.
ACE Comic Con. I think it's a better. I mean, you said they're still announcing, but I think a couple big ones and that's it is
Yeah.
better than like 30 to 40 small to like ranging from super small to very
Right.
big ones.
And even if it does end up having 30 or 40, they went heavy hitting out the gates.
Yeah.
Even weirder yet, they only picked 2. They only picked Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen to advertise. What are you doing? You got
Right.
you got all 4 of those guys. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. At least the other 2 have like been in movies from their thing recently.
Right. I mean, you're gonna get the Star Wars guys. If you get anybody from Star Wars, me and myself and I'm gonna go. Everybody else who likes Star Wars as much as I do is gonna go.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So they're definitely the ones who are gonna bring in the autograph hounds. But you also have 2 guys from the biggest series of movies in the last decade. Should probably advertise them as well.
Yeah.
But I just thought that
I'd
was nuts.
I'd say ever, but I'm hesitant to like call it one series just because like Ant-Man and the Wasp has like nothing to do with Endgame and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like that was a bad example, but you know what I mean. Some of them.
Yeah, that one specifically, it has everything to do with Endgame.
That was a bad example, but some of them have like, yeah. Anyways, but no, that's cool. We have to talk about Super Smash Brothers, not Super Smush Brothers, the popularly syndicated segment that'll come up
don't
in
don't
like
get it twisted.
10 to 15 minutes from now. But I need to talk about Smash Brothers for a bit because there was going to be 5 DLC characters, but then they said that they're going to make more. So they just announced the 5th one before the, influx of new ones. And it's confusing for many different reasons because it's Byleth, the main character from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, I was under the impression that somebody on record said that all the characters in the first Fighter Pass were going to be third-party characters from new franchises that weren't represented in Smash. And so far, I'd be not wrong to believe that's how they've been. They've got Joker from Persona, Dragon Quest dude, Banjo-Kazooie, and Terry from whatever he's from. Holy shit, King of Fighters. And now for the last one, the one that's like, and we're done. Here's the last one you paid for if you bought the pack. For it to be a first-party Nintendo character is a little weird. But Reggie at the Game Awards 2018 said something along the lines of like each character is going to be a fresh face or something like that. And I guess that's what I remembered. But they never technically said that there was like a rule or whatever,
Yeah.
The only rule that they have been following is that Nintendo picked who the DLC fighters are, not Masahiro Sakurai. So next up, it's weird because back when the game was not released yet and they were announcing characters, he said that characters from ARMS and Rex and Pyra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, their games had come out too recently for them to be included in Super Smash Brothers. That's why they were costumes and, assist trophies and stuff like that. But Fire Emblem Three Houses came out like 6 months after Smash Brothers. So that's odd. And the other reason, there was a third reason that was odd, but I can't remember. It is just weird that they were like, and now the finale, a Fire Emblem character. And here's the thing, she, because they're doing that thing again where the boy went and a girl won. They look cool. They look really cool. It's going to be that you have your sword, right? Like every Fire Emblem character, but you also have a bow, a lance, and an axe. And depending on what direction you're using, that's what your special moves are. And they're also not out yet, so I haven't played them. I think they're coming out the 28th. So like they seem cool, and they're probably going to be fun to play. And we're getting the usual fare. We're getting a stage. We're getting music. We're getting spirits and stuff like that. But it's just bizarre because even if the next DLC fighters weren't always planned, these 5 were. And it's a really weird, lackluster ending to the Fighter Pass. And if this was the end of the DLC, I would be kind of upset.
Yeah.
But because there's going to be, as they announced the other day, 6 more DLC fighters, I'm okay with it. That's kind of, I know I talk about Tracer all the time, but that's kind of where my mentality was with Tracer. I was like, well, I don't really play Overwatch at all. Tracer would be cool, but like, if that was it, if it was just like, and Tracer, I'd be like, that kind of sucks.
Who would you want to cap it all off?
Someone like, just someone exciting enough that it, like, I'm going to buy the next Fighter Pass, right? The one with the new 6, but like, I would rather it's someone exciting to make it like, oh, this is how, the next Fighter Pass is going to be just as cool. Like, because now I have no idea, like, what the next Fighter Pass is going to be filled with. Now that I know not even the rules I thought were set in place for this one were true. But, like, you know me. I'm always talking about Crash Bandicoot and how he deserves to get in over Spyro. I like Spyro more, but, Crash Bandicoot I think is more of a recognizable icon. I think I've always been in his corner. I think Dr. Eggman should be in the game. I don't know why he's not. I think not the question you asked, but like I think at this point a Generation 8 Pokemon is a shoo-in
Okay.
because Pokemon Sword and Shield is the #1 best-selling Switch game of all time, and now that we have 6 more coming, I think a Pokemon in one of those slots would be cool. Or not would be cool. It wouldn't be a waste of our money, I think.
Yeah.
If we have 5. If the Pokemon is the lame one and we have 5 other ones, that's where my mind is.
Okay.
But I want to talk about
You did not answer my question. Well, I guess you did. Crash Bandicoot?
yeah, but
That's
yeah.
who you'd want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Someone like Crash Bandicoot,
Okay.
where it's like their game isn't in the game yet, and like it's another cool third party, another list of developers you can add to the list.
Mm.
And it just like gets me hype for what's next. Because right now it kind of feels like it's no rules, just right, fucking Smash Brothers, and like we're gonna get just whoever. But that being said, I can't really think of who's. I was talking with Alex about this the other day. I can't really think of who's left in terms of first-party Nintendo characters other than a new Pokemon. Like, because every time I think of a new series, I'm like, oh, there's Star Fox. I think we have enough characters from that. Or they're like, I think Zelda might be cool, but like, who would you add? Because the Zelda representation right now is just Link, Zelda, Ganondorf.
Right.
So I don't know who you would add for that, but I think that would be cool.
What's her name from Ocarina of Time?
The green-haired girl, or the fish
No.
lady?
Neither. Zelda's bodyguard.
Oh, Impa. Yes, that
Yeah.
would be cool. Impa would be neat. She's got that big long sword. Yeah. That would be cool. I forgot about Impa, especially because she got like in later games she got kind of more like a ninja redesign. No, she would be cool. That'd be awesome. But I don't think they're going to do that.
Right.
Everything up until this point has been a new Nintendo character or iconic third-party character or Piranha Plant. Which that's why I giggled earlier. I totally forgot about Piranha Plant.
I'm calling Sarge's Heroes. Sarge from Sarge's Heroes.
Okay. Isn't that a licensed Toy Story video game?
That has nothing to do with Toy Story.
Oh, they fucked up.
I think it came out before Toy Story.
Oh. Okay. I'll take your word for it.
It's right around that time.
Damn, then they backwards fucked up. They did the
Oh
army,
no, they probably made a ton of money because of Toy Story. People probably thought it was a Toy Story license.
Oh, well, yeah, there's that. And I was just thinking from a developer standpoint where you're like, I'm going to make the Army Toy game. And then they come out with a movie and the Army Toys are way more popular from that one. And I'm like, no. But no, like, do you have any, like, unironic, genuine, like, people you think could show up
Thinks I
in the fighter pack?
thinks I wasn't serious about Sarge's Heroes. I gotta think. I think at this point, ARMS.
That see, that's where my head is at too. But ARMS is an assist trophy through
Right.
and through. That's why I haven't mentioned Waluigi. Because like we could talk about Waluigi all day, but like if the rule is no assist trophies, then the rule is no assist trophies. No one said that, but it seems like that's the case. Or else we would probably get Shadow the Hedgehog. Or
Then I'd say Sora.
yeah, your team Sora. You think Sora has a good
I don't see why not. He fits all the criteria.
right? Yeah. See, I could see Nintendo being like, "What about Sora?" and Sakurai being like, well, what is Sora without Donald and Goofy? And we cannot put Donald and Goofy in the game legally.
Right. I mean, I feel like if they get the license for Sora, could they not put Donald and Goofy in the game?
No, it's two totally different. It's
Oh, okay.
Square Enix and Disney. You'd have to get permission from both people. Sora was a unlockable summon character in World of Final Fantasy, and he did a move that wasn't from one of his games, and he didn't have Donald and Goofy.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like it'd be something like that, where like you have Sora and you have this cool hack and slash sword fighter for all intents and purposes, but we're just not going to mention Donald Goofy, which would be
I think
weird
that's
because
You think so?
well, just because not as a fighter. Sorry, I just if you're gonna because there's the spirit board, right? So like when Joker from Persona gets added to the game, his spirit board is like the main villain, the tutorial dude, and all his little buddies. But if you have a spirit board for Kingdom Hearts, I was in charge of it, I would be like, well, this one's Donald, this one's Goofy, but you can't have that.
Right.
It would have to be like all original characters, I'm assuming. So like not even any Final Fantasy characters. So it would have
Mhm.
to be like, and there's enough of them. It could be Kyrie and Axel and all those fools. But I just feel like, and this is where I think Sakurai would come from too. I think if you include Sora, but you don't mention Disney or Final Fantasy at all, you're really missing a big part of Sora's legacy. Because if Kingdom Hearts wasn't about Disney characters, no one would give a shit about Sora.
Right.
You know, just that's as simple as that.
Right. I mean, that's fair, but here's the thing. People who don't play Kingdom Hearts, probably, unless they're just straight up pure, I want to play the best character that fits my, what I'm comfortable with in Smash. If you're just a casual player playing for fun, you don't play Kingdom Hearts, you're not going to pick Sora either way.
Right.
I feel like whether Donald and Goofy
Well,
are in
plus
there or
since
not.
plus if you're that casual of a player, and Sora costs $6, you're not gonna.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you put Sora in this and there's no Donald or Goofy, I think whoever's playing is already psyched that Sora's in there. They know that Donald and Goofy are implied,
Right.
but can't be in there.
No, I think if they added Sora and there was like an uproar on Twitter that there currently is about Byleth, but about there being no Donald and Goofy, I think people need to just calm down because that's
Yeah.
like the most understandable. Like, hey, sorry, we really couldn't do this.
But here's the character. You're welcome.
Right, yeah. A lot of people, there's always, whenever there's gonna be an announcement for Smash Brothers and we know about it, there's always a bunch of rumors, and there's always one character that's like heavily rumored. And for one, I didn't believe him because I never do, and I'm glad I didn't because we got Byleth from Fire Emblem. But out of all the characters that have been rumored that I think really have a shot, this time around it was Dante from Devil May Cry.
Oh, okay.
I think, and here's the thing, I also don't want Dante from Devil May Cry because, like, every game he's put in that's not his, he's totally broken and, like, just so powerful. He'd be cool, but I think it'd be Bayonetta from Smash 4 all over again.
What about I'm gonna say his name, Kennedy from Resident Evil. What's his first name?
Leon Kennedy.
Leon.
They've been doing special spirit events, and there was a Resident Evil one.
Oh.
So I think that might be like, there's not going to be a Resident Evil character, but here's the spirits. But something like that would be cool. What do we think about Master Chief from Halo? Because we have Microsoft in our corner, right? We have Banjo-Kazooie and Cuphead now. So,
Yeah, I could see that.
also one that people like to bring up is Steve from Minecraft, which
Oh.
if Steve from Minecraft was a Mii fighter skin, I'd be totally okay with that. I might even buy it. But if he got a slot, I think that'd be Minecraft and Fortnite. I think those would be the only ones that I would be genuinely disappointed that they were included.
Yeah, there's almost. I mean, the way I'd see it is that they have so many rules based around this. Shouldn't one of them be your game has to be released? If Fortnite was one of them,
Has Fortnite not?
isn't it still just the demo? Has it been released? I don't
you
pay
mean-
attention.
Oh,
to that. Has the actual game come out yet?
I don't know. I mean, my understanding was that they've had seasons. They're in like their 13th season,
Oh,
and I would feel weird playing Fortnite 13 seasons in a row if in the corner of the screen it still said beta next to it.
right.
So maybe Fortnite is released, but
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was still in beta. Last time I checked, it was still in beta, but that was a while ago because I literally couldn't give a shit about Fortnite. And like other than that, I've got
I don't
nothing.
know.
And we have 6 slots to fill. That's what's got me curious and a little bit nervous. I feel like Gen 8 Pokemon for sure. We all know I want Tracer. I feel like Crash Bandicoot's got to come at some point, right?
Probably.
I feel like he's the only like mascot icon left who's not in Smash Brothers, you know? We have Mario, we have Sonic, we have Mega Man, we have Pikachu, we have Ryu.
But if you remember back in the 90s, Crash and Mario had quite a big back and forth over the commercials. So maybe they're still mad at each other.
Maybe. Those commercials were the best. The guy in the Crash costume going to actual Nintendo of America with a megaphone and trash talking them. That should be his final Smash.
This game sucks. Why did you let me in it?
Speaking of Smash Brothers, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, didn't you want to talk about the channel? Wasn't there something about the channel?
Oh my God, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Oh my God. Okay. Something really cool happened. Oh God, I wish I remembered. I could have said this up top. So something really cool happened. And I hate bragging. I really do. So I don't want to come off as that. And this next thing I'm going to mention isn't even the cool thing I wanted to mention. But my Three Caballeros mashup fucking exploded. It's about to be the most watched video on our channel.
Really?
Yeah, it's got over 600 at this point.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Which
that's
is
awesome.
very exciting, and I'm really proud of that. But I didn't want to be like, Chris, guess what? Because the Star Wars video took like half a year to make, and the Three Caballeros video took 2 hours to make.
Here's the thing. As long as people are enjoying, I don't care.
Right.
I'm satisfied with the views Star Wars got. It didn't have to be like it's the third biggest.
Right, yeah.
And that's good enough for me.
So here's what happened with the Three Caballeros video. So YouTube has stats, like very granular, specific stats that you can look up. And I usually don't, just because it's behind a few clicks.
Yeah.
But I was really curious, so I just scoped out every single stat I could with Three Caballeros. Because I was talking with Jen, and I was like, who is watching?
Yeah.
Like, why does it have this many views? And she was like, maybe it's the same couple people watching it over and over again. She was sort of right. It has 157 unique viewers, and each viewer watched it on average 3 times.
Oh, okay.
So it is sort of the same kind of group of people watching it over and over again. I did post it on Reddit when it came out, but it got 2 likes. It got 3, but Reddit auto-likes your own post, so it got 2 likes. So about 6 of those views came from Reddit. But something that's really, really cool, this is the thing I wanted to talk about. It tells you what country is viewing your YouTube channel, and they're all the stats are a little inaccurate because some people don't have that information like readily available for YouTube to take and send to me. But most of the views are coming from the United States. But 2% of the views out of that like 60%, so we're probably talking like 20 views, came from Chile.
Oh.
Which is super exciting to me because when I watched the Three Caballeros movie fairly recently, I think I talked about it on the podcast, I fell in love with it, and I have after watching the movie, I have such a newfound understanding and respect for Latin America, and I'm super happy that in some weird way our silly little negligible corner of the internet has been able to give back in some way.
That's cool.
So I thought that was really, really neat.
That's exciting.
Yeah. No,
I'm glad.
I was like, this is cool. There's a lot of views, and then I saw that. I was like, whoa, that's Latin America. But no, that was
awesome.
really cool.
I was gonna mention the whole reason you brought this up to me was I was gonna mention a lot of people have been kind of, we go back a few weeks and people are really watching our stuff.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So thank you for that.
Yeah.
We're for the first time in probably since the channel started, I'm confident in saying that we are steadily growing.
Oh yeah.
An audience, and it's exciting.
Oh, absolutely. And we're going to do our best to keep it up.
Yeah.
I think the least watched thing is this podcast.
And that's fine.
That's
I
that's fine.
expected, honestly.
I just feel bad. We always give our thanks and appreciation on this, and I look it up, and it's like the videos in between it have 36 views, 78 views, 11. This one has like 11 views. Which that's fine. I hope you're enjoying the podcast.
Yeah, totally.
But tell the other people we appreciate them.
But we have the final round.
This is it?
The final round of the first round.
Oh my God.
Of Super Smush Brothers.
Okay.
So after today, we actually only have 3 mashups right now that we're going to go over.
All right.
So Hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Super Smush Brothers. If you haven't heard it before, it's Smash Brothers, except they have to smush each other's head. And we're down to the final 6 in round 1. We've lost some heavy hitters so far.
Some heavy casualties.
Yes.
A lot of
This
heads
one-
smushed.
Ooh. This one's actually super interesting. At first glance, I was like, oh, I know who the winner is. But then I thought about it. It's Pichu versus Greninja. Canon Pokemon fight.
And one is weak to the other, and it's not who you would expect.
Right. So Greninja is water dark, and Pichu is electric. But Pichu is also a baby.
Well, that's the thing. How much shock can Pichu put out? Could it knock Greninja on his ass? Because if it could, then Pichu... Well, then can Pichu kill Greninja? Or knock out Greninja?
I want to say yes, just based on type advantage. But I think there is something to be said about Pichu's character design of being intentionally a baby.
Yeah.
Who's kind of too strong for his own good. That's why he always does damage to himself in every attack. So I feel like on a good day, yeah, Pichu could win. If we're talking about a solid Pokemon battle and not Super Smash Brothers for a sec. But I feel like every other day Greninja's got in the bag just based on seniority.
So statistically, Greninja is going to be able to knock out Pichu.
I think so, yeah.
Then I think
Excuse me.
Greninja wins just because Pichu can beat him up as much as he wants. If he can't smash his head in,
Right.
then he does
Well, that's
not
the
win.
thing. You knock him out, there goes the battle, and then from
But
there,
it's not over.
From there,
Yeah.
how does Pichu
You
do
throw him off a cliff or something, but
God.
Pichu's so small. That's the thing is Pichu's so small he can't lift Greninja anywhere.
Right.
He can't
And he
really
can't
pick
ask
up
for
something
help.
heavy enough to throw on
Right.
Greninja, so he just kind of sits there till he wakes up. How horrifying is that?
Yeah, that's... And he can't ask for help,
Right,
you know?
right.
All
So
right.
he just sits there and waits till he wakes up.
Just
and,
looking cute.
and then, and then Greninja just smashes his head
Doing that
in.
thing that Kirby does where he's just playing with his feet.
Until he dies. Anyways.
All right, next up, we have what I would consider a wild card because of what he's made out of, which is what is he made out of? Because it's Simon Belmont versus Toon Link.
Oh.
Toon Link is not flesh, right? He's flesh in his own universe, but you take him over to Smash Brothers, and Captain Falcon's that's not what people look like.
Well, I think you have to put aside your prejudice in racism over there.
Damn.
And just accept the fact that these characters come from different universes and they're going to look a little different, but you shouldn't judge people based on how they look at it. It's 2020. I shouldn't
Okay,
have to tell you this.
Counterpoint, got a big ol' head.
He's got a big old
Name
head.
of the game is
No,
Crush It.
sure. He can, he got a big old head. Who has the weapon advantage?
That's the thing. They're both kind of stacked.
Yeah.
We got sword.
Well, do we have bomb?
Yeah,
Toon
we have
Link?
sword, bomb,
Hmm.
bow and arrow, and boomerang on Link, and then we got whip, axe, fire potion, whatever you call that, and whip, axe. What else does he do? There's one other I'm missing. What does Simon Belmont throw? He throws the axe.
Potion. You
He
said
throws the potion. He does the whip. He's got another. What's the thing that he throws like the? Oh, the
It's-
cross.
Yeah,
the
it's a cross.
cross.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, bomb goes a long way for me.
Yeah. But think about this: bomb versus holy water fire potion. You know.
I would take bomb. Bombs explode. Fire's just fire.
Yeah.
If that explosion goes anywhere near his head, the battle could be over right then.
Well, what I was thinking is, he throws a bomb. He throws a thing. They explode in the air. It doesn't hit anybody.
Yeah. Okay. So you think they counteract each other?
Because here's the thing: they both have the range game, but you got to get close at some point in Smush
Mm.
Brothers. You know.
Right. Well, yeah, and I mean, unless your range can outbeat the
Oh,
other
and you know what? They
person's.
both kind of have a whip because he has the hook shot.
Yeah.
So they both kind of have a get over here type thing.
Right. Do we want to coin toss?
I think we've come to our like second ever coin toss. So heads will give it to Simon Belmont, and tails will give it to Toon Link from Wind Waker and Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass.
It's tails.
All right, Toon Link. Congratulations. Did the last Belmont win? I can't even remember.
I can't either. Are they both dead? Oh no, one's still in.
So we've got Richter, but no Simon. So last, we have Sheik. Versus Donkey Kong. Now I'm quick to say Donkey Kong.
I'm quick
because
to say
he's
Donkey Kong too.
Twice the size of Sheik.
Can Sheik teleport?
Yeah.
Does Sheik have to be on the ground when she teleports?
No. Because it's her up B.
And she's probably quicker than Donkey Kong.
Definitely. But, and you know, Sheik does have explosions and little knives and stuff like that, but Donkey Kong's just so, like, every bit of media Donkey Kong's ever been in, even Punch-Out, has taught me that he is just, like, an unstoppable force of punching and banana-loving monkey power.
That's true, but could she... and I'm not saying smush head here. I'm saying could she kill Donkey Kong before he's able to get to her? Because from there, she could probably take care of the rest.
I think just solely based on how much power Donkey Kong has, I think he does the deed well before she gets a chance to
Okay.
try to.
All right.
I really want to throw my hat in the ring for Donkey Kong here.
Okay. I'll take that.
All right. And with that, I should be on mic.
And with that, round 1 of Super Smush Bros has ended.
Yes, just as a little teaser, I haven't set up the bracket yet, so we can't just straight up do this. But the first round next time is going to be Rosalina and Luma versus Dark Samus.
All right.
So get ready for that. Who did Kirby take out? I want to remember. Kirby took out Robin. So Kirby, just to let people, Kirby's either going to be up against Meta Knight, which will be fucked, or Ness.
Okay, one of those would be interesting. The other one seems like it would be interesting, but probably end the same as most.
Yeah, we're going to have to, ow, scratched my nose too hard. Depending on who it is, we might have to do some outside research. Because I don't really know. I've played a couple Kirby games, but I don't think I've ever played one where Meta Knight's the villain. That's a lie. I have. Anyways, but I think that does it for us. Was there anything else you wanted to mention before we wrap up here? We just did a new Bopper Flop.
Mm-hmm.
We did a remake episode, which was not as I said in the episode, it was not a remake of a past Bopper Flop episode. We went over a song, and then it's a remake.
Right.
In 2 days, there's going to be a John Williams facts video. Very informative, very entertaining. That's all lightning on that one.
That's me.
Yeah. So look out for that. Sorry about no Dr. Payne this month. We just sort of, with the emergency I had and stuff, we just,
We'll get to him February. We already have February and March's
yeah.
things
And
picked out for him.
probably, we haven't ordered it yet, but probably April as well.
We got to talk about that. Oh,
We
yeah.
probably-
Get
yeah,
ready, Dr. Payne.
Yeah. Get ready for all the bullshit we're going to throw at you. But until next time, no, shut up. Our theme song is Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship.
You can do it.
I'm trying. Check that out on SoundCloud. Thank you, Froggy and the Friendship, for letting us use our theme song. We love it. We haven't changed it yet, and we're probably not going to change it for a while.
Changed it yet. If we do change it, it'll probably be to another 8-bit version of your
Different-
song.
Yeah. So thank you for that. Go check them out. I've been Thunder,
And I'm like,
and we'll see you next time.
To play some of